Queen Vlaakith. Skva!
You are a Sherlock, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Gestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, Hashalak, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlaakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
At the ready. Just what I need.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? I met you before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Absolutely not. We've hit our quota for mangy strays.
But I won't make it that long on my own. But, all right, I'll go. But you'll see. You should have said yes. You'll wish you said yes.
We just played host to an undying queen. Oh, and that's without our fine silverware. Lae'zel has courage turning her back on a lifetime's belief. As for us, best we stay out of interplanar politics, I think. Orpheus is on his own. But should great Vlaakith come to settle a score with Lae'zel, well, I might be convinced to kill her. Undying or not. She was very loud. You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. A little like the old days. With allies every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles. A kind way of saying, ye gods, I hope her dusty bones don't break at the first blow. Fear not for me. I will try my very best to keep up.
So, Lae'zel's finally seen the light and turned on her mistress. It took a little time, but she got there. Though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight.
If our traveling companions continue to make poor choices, we will soon have every god in this plane and the next hunting us. Lae'zel risks everything with her childish rebellion. I would rather we were all free of the gods. But Shadowheart's connection to Shah may provide her access to the city's Sharan cloister. If they serve her, they serve us. And we need every possible ally.
Glad to see I'm not the only one on the wrong side of an omnipotent authority figure. Lae'zel did well to break free of Vlaakith's manipulations, though I doubt Vlaakith will let such insubordination go unpunished. Would that I could, but your entourage is full. You'll need to make room for me first. Magical. So, shall we? I applaud your taste.
What to do? Always at your side. With haste.
I didn't think I'd live to see the day when Lae'zel turned her back on Vlaakith. But all things considered, good for her.
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Lae'zel has been ostracized by her queen. Why should she not feel bitter?
I know hate. It seeds and distills into molten rock, forever rattling in the belly. But I've never known this. I feel no heat, no cold. I bear neither fangs nor talon. There is only absence. No matter. I am Vlakith's child no more. I have been born anew in Gith's son, my savior. And so from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilnar Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. We find Voss at Sharess's caress and retrieve the key to releasing the prince. Orpheus Tough Kinarsin. Vlakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlakith I has a Bart to Vlakith been anointed. Another empty promise. Only a naive fool would believe otherwise. The kind of fool I was not so long ago.
Here goes nothing.
Hello, my dear.
The Absolute should be a thing of the past, and I with it. Yet, at the risk of angering Mistra further, I'm glad it didn't come to that. Given the I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. As luck would have it, we'll soon find out. Zach, you'll have to.
Did you hear something earlier? Almost like a groan.
Well, we're by a windmill, after all. Probably some cog or
And I can
joint
crack
in
that
need of a
open.
little grease.
Before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate.
Come no closer, you. You. What are you? What am I sensing? You are like me. Like I was. A vessel yet to transform.
This one is newly changed. Its body is weak. Its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on. Absorb its power, just like you did before.
Help me. I am so hungry. My vessel. He fought the transformation. He found it excoriating. I can still taste his terror. It is delicious, but will not sustain me. We need to feed. We need a brain fresh and frantic to restore our strength. You are correct. I am ready.
You're such a scaredy cat.
Never thought I'd feel sorry for a flock of
What could happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell?
useful. Anything of use?
That might be worth a look.
How can I help?
Stamping us into the dirt.
It's a racket.
You're such a scaredy cat.
This
Why
whole
don't we talk
situation
about something
stinks.
else? Did you try that raspberry recipe I gave you?
Really? They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
And you want to talk about the name of the crime one half
I'm sure you get.
Do we have a target? Curious. Proceeding.
Looking ahead.
Who's next? Gaining ground. At once.
Best get going. On my way.
Stelmane is dead.
Headline.
This does not bode well.
Woof! Ah, you speak, which means you're not a dog. So, what the hell are you doing in my kennels? They're not for sale. These are courier dogs, trained to follow orders, read maps, and protect their deliveries with their lives. They're worth more than their weight in gold. Found him, did you? I can't say I'm surprised. Gomwick never kept him on a tight leash. Bring him here, and I'll give him a once-over for you. Check him for worms and so on.
Oh, yes, please, I'd love to see him.
He's a good dog. We'd both love to see him again.
Scratch! Oh, it's good to see you, boy!
Shut up, Dringo, and get back to work. And you've been slacking as well, Scratch, my boy. This dog is property of Sword Coast Couriers. I'll take him off your hands now. I can do whatever I please. He's my dog. Now get out. This is a private yard. And if you do, I'll call the guards. Who do you think they'll side with? The dog is my property. I'm not surprised. Go take the useless mutt if you're... Shut your mouth, Dringo. Last warning. Fine. You think you can do a better job without me? Be my guest. They're a useless bunch of mongrels. You're welcome to them.
You got rid of her? I'll do a better job looking after these dogs than she ever did. I promise.
Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. No routine here. We're the best in the city, delivering from Candlekeep to Waterdeep and beyond. At least, normally that's the case. We've had to limit our service. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they? Well, if it's not too much trouble, I'd be much obliged. Any letters you find, bring them back to me, unopened, of course, and there's some gold in it for you.
Guild robbers are usually decent enough for. They take
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. Thank you. I wouldn't normally speak so harshly, but these are rather unique circumstances. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our High Priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target. I am worried about this temple. Ilmater wills that we try and help people. With Gortash in power, well, I expect the Flaming Fists will ban refugee aid now one of them's blamed for murder. If we don't help them, who will? But the kind Lord Gortash... Don't make me laugh. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've a temple to run, and a high priest to replace.
I'll give it a shot.
Our enemies are everywhere.
Can't give up now. Amicus animalis. Very well.
That's your symbol on its collar.
Mr. Dekarios, heavens! Fancy seeing you here.
Tara! That can't be you, can it?
I suppose you won't be terribly shocked to find your old friend Tara amongst the pigeons. They've always been a personal favourite.
My, is that a ring? For us? Ugh, you shouldn't have. Enjoy yourself now, Tara. Looks like you've got yourself set up quite nicely here. She isn't my Tresim. She's my friend. And from the looks of things, it appears she's eating pigeons. Oh, right. Did you hear that, Tara? Stop it?
Well, these must be important birds indeed, Mr. Dekarios. Forgive me for feasting on their bodies and bones so very voraciously.
Oh, she's agreed. Just about. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Here we go. Best be on my way. I've got a long road ahead.
Keep your distance, darling. Step lightly.
Let's move. Never wanted the easy path. Let's see what this does. All right.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Dwarf, dressed in red. Tunnels from the cellar. Refuge.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Hiding Brilgor from fists. Must protect innocence. Ilmater's will.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions. Here lies Flintster Sunseeker, born 1400 Shira Clawin, died 1456 DR, died 1491 DR. The amulet's spirit's granddaughter. She's already gone.
Darling Shira, faithful to the crying god, long didst I wait, only to find thine empty flesh. Eternally cursed then, my spirit be. No. Morning Lord, I call to thee, lend your forbearance. No.
I hate it had to end like this. A torturous fate, by any measure.
Nearly there now. You see the city? Up on the hill.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more.
I go away for a few days and the place is ruined.
Let's see. That might be worth a look. Can't keep me out.
Let us send forth our least favorite, to be sure.
Step carefully. There's a trap. Watch how you go. There's a trap. Step carefully. There's a trap. Be wary. This place is trapped.
city.
investment to get
Up on
me
the hill.
started. Huh? Who are you calling?
Where's my candelabra?
I want to have a word.
Take my grandmother's candelabra? Look, I really don't have time to chat. I'm sure you can find some. Thank you.
That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these?
If they had any idea how much a cleaner costs.
Here we are, Griselda.
I wish the cold hadn't burnt our farm down.
A trap. As if we are a horde of dumb-footed dwergar.
It looks like our merchant friend's the one who's been putting explosives in teddy bears. This must be where he was making them. There's no shortage of evidence.
Nearly there now. You can see the city.
Investment to get me started.
Up on the hill.
Who are you calling this new business? And cheerful. Refugees for hire. That's
You again. Did you need something? How do you... Whatever you think you know, I'm sure some gold would help you to forget. Please don't. What do you want from me? It's not my fault. I was forced to do this. Framed even. They would have killed me if I refused to rig the toys. And they're definitely going to kill me now. I can't tell you. I won't tell you. All right. Just don't hurt me. The teddy bears were an experiment. My greatest invention. A clever little device in their chest allows them to speak. But there's more. Smoke powder inside the device. I collect packages from Verloga's fireworks in the lower city and stuff the bears with it. Not because I want to, because I have to. Otherwise, they'll kill me. I don't know who's in charge, but it starts at the fireworks shop. That's where the packages come from. Go there. Tell them Uncle Verloga sent you, and they'll show you the smoke powder. Lots of it. There. I told you what you wanted to know. Now, will you let me go?
His plea comes with an offering, a pass granting you access to the lower city.
Here, take it, all of it. I don't care. You'll never see me again, I promise.
They let in another horde of refugees this morning. When's it gonna stop?
Sorry, it won't. Soon the bastards will outnumber us. They'll come for our homes, our jobs, everything.
The absolute time. Not a chance.
This whole situation stinks.
Please, in the name of the crying one, have mercy.
But they leave your ribs intact.
Don't suppose you've stumbled across those letters yet? Yes, fine. Just give me the letters. Still sealed. Thank the gods. You've no idea the kindness you've done me. What a relief.
Ah, are you trying to get into the city? Got a minute to tell me about your experience at the gate today? There was a skirmish a few days back. A band of absolutists came close to entering the city. People started panicking, so the gate got closed. My editor at the Baldur's Mouth Gazette sent me down to get a first-hand account of the chaos. He wants some fluff piece about the heroic steel watch keeping the mob at bay, whether or not that's the truth or not. If you read the Baldur's Mouth Gazette, it's an opinion you'll never hear. Lord Gortash makes sure of that. My editor, Mr. Needle, was a brilliant journalist. But recently, well, now he's got friends in high places. He seems more interested in keeping them happy. Seems like everything we write needs Gortash's approval. Can't recognise my own work by the time they're done editing. At the Gazette's print house, though it's in the lower city, so you'll need to get past the gates first. Come to think of it, you remind me of someone he was writing a piece about. You, might want to speak to him about that. Set the record straight before the ink is dry, so to speak. Now, if you don't mind, I've got some edits to make. Sorry, can't talk. I'm on a deadline.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? I'm afraid Article 30.1.7 stipulates that religious or spiritual assertions cannot count towards one's proof of self-sufficiency. I will repeat. For the last time, may I add, do you have means to support yourself? Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's Decree on Extraordinary Wartime Measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name?
Well met, citizen.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known. Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare. As witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes, it knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers. And the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die.
orders.
Blood comes easy these days.
Our readers will be outraged. Something's on my mind.
Crime of passion, deeper conspiracy.
Sorry, can't talk. I'm on a deadline.
Still unsolved. City Watch under scrutiny.
We loved Father Logan as you did. We would never hurt him. We had nothing to do with his death. I swear it.
Still means death. Crime of passion or deeper conspiracy.
Please, in the name of the crying one, have mercy.
Should mind my step.
You wish to consult me?
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bunk with 10 other people and pray none of them has sticky fingers. We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that
simple enough.
Going inside.
brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delights.
Welcome to the caress. And
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. Good to see you again, even if you have put me out of pocket. The boss bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. He wants to help you save the world. What else? Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
Customers today.
I wish
This might end up being the first day in years I end
I
with
mean,
my hand
to
under
try.
my company. The cucumbers have been paying me to use the clamping device. A new face? Looking for another chapter of dirty lore for your biography?
You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
What do you think, silly? Love, of course.
hot and vulgar with me, or sweet and sincere with my sister. Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
Menzoberranzan love magic, a formidable practice, usually only reserved for pleasing the most insatiable matriarchs in the City of Spiders.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. Well, there are two of us, aren't there? Use your imagination.
I don't like to share. Lay a finger on them, and I'll cut you. Good.
Forget your work.
Pangs of worry have feast often over Madame and Maria. So destructive recently. Such coursing through my brain.
Look at me. You need only
Music
think
stops,
of me.
and we will continue dancing.
Couldn't get us off your mind, could you?
Ah, you're lucky, sister.
If this goes ahead, her luck will run out rather quickly.
You're welcome if you have the coin. This way. We have a room upstairs over yonder side.
Don't. You don't have to think about the thing.
I want to.
I put it on especially for you.
You wish to consult me?
I want to give it a good rumble.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's the state of mind. Doesn't make any sense.
It will when you've met the drought.
Father, give me strength.
Look, you didn't sign a treaty permitting you. Look, you didn't.
If you had any bargaining chips, they would rather.
Well, there are two of us, aren't there?
Ah.
If this...
You're welcome if you have this way. I have something to ask.
You can stare as much as you like.
Forget your world. These four walls are our world.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
I'd recommend 2 doses.
They might have something we
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delights.
Nice.
Get you out here, fresh off the easel.
Lovely. And nice.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with her whip where you're on all fours and... Timmy's such a prude.
Birthday was just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone in Sharess's caress is a...
Just have such a headache. I wish I could taste it better. I mean, to try.
If you had any bargaining chips.
Serve any foul whim. Name the price.
Is there anything duller than a loyal
Look, you didn't sign a treaty permitting you to march a warband. Look, you didn't...
You must want for something, need something.
Everyone does. But what I need...
You came. I'm so pleased. You can never tell who's going to get cold feet. So, now that you're here, what next? An experience no one else here will give you. A chance to be embraced in the dark. But what that means is up to you. So, what can I do for you? A tender touch? Some sensory stimulation? Just because I'm a drow, you think I've got a whip between my legs and a stiletto wedged between my breasts? As I'm relatively new to this business, unlike my brother, I'm not comfortable letting my clients go too far. Then, let's begin.
In the darkness, you feel something touch you. Icy fingers running down the nape of your neck. You shudder as you feel hot breath on your cheek.
Just relax. Give yourself over to the sensation. Lie back and let it take you.
Her lips meet yours, and you feel your body flush with heat, racing through your limbs, followed by the dancing tingle of her cold fingers. You ease your body into the sensation, noticing every tingle and thrill as heat and cold, pressure and pleasure skitter across your nerves.
Wow. Someone's enjoying themselves.
Her hands and mouth are all over your body, each touch sending a flush of new sensations racing across your skin. You're not sure how long your time together lasted, but it was long enough. By the end, you felt like you were floating in the dark, utterly at peace.
Name the price.
Is there anything?
That was wonderful. Perhaps you'll enjoy a drink in the bar before you brave the streets again. Even in the best of times, it's an oasis of pleasure and calm. In the city's chaos, with Baldur's Gate preparing for war, the caress feels like the final flicker of a beautiful flame before darkness falls.
But
Much more than your fate and mine rests on it.
You wish to consult me?
I am yours. Come to me. You are exquisite.
had any bargaining chips, they will run. You're out of luck.
I will pay any toll, serve any foul whim. You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes, give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us. I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away, which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free. The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain.
Handing that crown to this devil will be like feeding gunpowder to a lava worm. Agree to nothing.
Better to have it in my hands, and far from your precious world, than in the hands of the gods and monsters that fight over this city's soul. Power, ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me. I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Archwizards, emperors, gods. It would tear you apart. I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting, right up to the moment the world ends.